It is your December mortgage rate and real estate update. So if you're new to the channel, I'm a mortgage lender licensed in 48 states. My team's one of the top purchase teams in America. Yes, I want to be your lender. Give us a call, 786-933-2077. Okay, let's get into it because I know you guys hate that stuff. What's going on? Look, let's do a buyer reality check first because this will be the quickest part. There's not a lot of inventory still, and that's not shocking. It's December, so most of the country's cold. There's rain, there's snow, there's wind, it's drama. Not a lot of sellers are gonna list in the winter unless they really need to sell. So December, January, early February, do I expect to see a lot more inventory? No, it's winter, this is normal. So if you're a buyer right now and you're like, oh, there's nothing on the market, guys, it's winter. Okay, there's never a ton on the market in winter. Like historically, there's just not. So don't get dismayed. Yes, keep looking, look for opportunities, but don't give up based on inventory in the winter, especially right after a presidential election. In terms of new builds, we are seeing a lot of end of year builder incentives. So if you're looking for new builds, now is the time to negotiate. And just because they're saying, hey, we'll offer you this and that, you can probably get more towards the end of the year because a lot of times they're trying to hit sales targets. So now would be the time to negotiate them. I'm trying not to sneeze because I have the cold that I think everyone else has. If you have it, drop it in the comments. Rates. Okay, so this week the Fed actually lowered rates by a quarter. The Fed doesn't control mortgage rates though. And I say that all the time, but I think the problem is right now, like, the media, whenever the Fed does anything with rates, they always have a housing expert on that talks about the impact. And does what the Fed do impact mortgage rates? Yes, it's one factor of what affects the mortgage market, but there's other factors as well. And even though the Fed is lowering the Fed funds rate for short-term interest rates a quarter, it doesn't mean mortgages follow. What we saw this week is mortgage rates actually went up. And you're like, well, wait, why would that happen? It's because of what Jerome Powell said. That's the thing about all of this. The devil is in the details. So even if he's saying, yes, we're gonna lower a quarter, there was a but. And the but was, but we're still paying attention to inflation and it's looking like only 2 drops next year, which is against what the market was thinking was gonna happen. So that's why you saw rates move up. Now, today, as I film this, the inflation report actually came in better than expected. So it's gonna be really interesting to see where rates end up today, as well as on Monday. Mortgage News Daily, friends. That is a place I want you to go to watch what's going on with the market. They have the best content. They don't charge. It's unbiased. MortgageNewsDaily.com. Okay. So why am I so like, we'll see what happens Monday? Well, it's beginning to look a lot like a government shutdown. So that is the Christmas carol that is repeating in my head right now. If you've been paying attention to the news, they were trying to pass a bill. It looked like it was gonna pass. There was a last minute change because there were some people who felt that it had too much fat in it. I mean, probably, right? Look at her. I mean, yeah. Anyways, so it didn't pass. And so if we don't have Congress agreed by midnight tonight on a bill, then we're going to be going into a government shutdown. So what's interesting to me about that is people go, well, how will that affect rates? It depends. So if it cools government spending, if it looks like maybe we'll have a recession from it, you'll see mortgage rates go down. However, if it looks like the United States isn't going to pay its bill, if it looks like it's going to affect our credit rating, you will see rates go up. So the important takeaway from this is, look, if you're looking at buying a house or you're watching the market, keep an eye on Mortgage News Daily. If you are an employee that will be affected by a government shutdown, if the government shuts down, put your house hunt on hold. And I say that because if you're furloughed, right, we can't use your income until you're back at work. If you're not getting a paycheck, it's a problem, even if you're working, which I know sounds super messed up, but the bottom line is if the government shuts down, no one knows how long it will go for. I went through this a few years ago. I think we were shut down for like over 33 days. And it's just something I want to bring to your attention, because the other thing to know is, like, look, if you're buying a house, a lot of times when you buy a house, you're putting all your money into either the down payment or the closing costs. You may need that money. So really be mindful of that if you're a government worker or if you work for the government and can be impacted. Hopefully everybody's watching this on Monday or maybe even later tonight and it's been averted. But based on what I was seeing, last night and today, there's a line drawn in the sand, and it's not just a line, it's like a cliff. So I'm super curious to see if they can actually come together. But, I'm hearing a lot of chatter from people saying they're happy to keep the government closed through Inauguration Day. So it'll be interesting to see. Overall, December's boring. It's always boring. Go enjoy your family. Have something nice on Christmas. Watch those Lifetime movies. If you're a home shopper, go look at houses this weekend and next weekend, because most people are going to be inside. So it can be a great time to get a good deal. Mortgage rates are volatile. When they went up this week, was it crazy dramatic? No, they went up. But they didn't go up 1%. They didn't go up 2%. So keep an eye on Mortgage News Daily, and hopefully everyone will be dropping in the comments, shutdown averted. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, reach out.